what I want to talk about today is a pretty heavy topic, considering all the stuff that's been going on around the world. It's about death, and there's a lot of reasons why I want to share my thoughts with you guys, my wonderful watchers, and my subscribers on YouTube. And first, I want to just mention that everything I will be saying today is unscripted. I have not written about what I'm going to talk about. This is a candid, casual me. Maybe a bit depressed in terms of recent events, but if you guys are not okay with it, please leave a comment, and from the next video on, I will be trying to write scripts and then overall make the video quality and commentary quality. Okay, I know. Most of you are wondering, why is this guy suddenly talking about such a heavy topic while showing an speed paint of an anime girl in the background? Well, the speed paint was done beforehand, and I just really didn't think I could use another video to explain this topic other than a blank screen, so might as well share this speed paint with you guys. The character in the speed paint is Rukia Kuchiki from Bleach. It's a series basically about soul reapers who kind of slay corrupted souls called hollows. Stuff like that. Okay, enough procrastination, back on topic. So, a thing happened recently in my life is that one of my friends, a girl, her real name is Lucy, but I'm not going to disclose her username on DeviantArt, and she was married with another one of my friends, Adam, and they kind of got married a few years back. Lucy passed away recently, and because of COVID-19, that's what's been suspected. They lived in New York, and both of them, their story is kind of sad and bittersweet. And they were both orphans, and they met on the old DeviantArt chat rooms, if you know what I mean. I haven't really used them much, but okay, so that's where they met, and then that's where they started dating, and then they got married in real life, and they were supposed to live happily ever after. But Lucy died, so that didn't happen. And there's another, my thesis supervisor's father-in-law. He got diagnosed with COVID-19 too, and I've been up all night trying to contact my father's hospital. My father's a director of a hospital here, and they've been admitted to the ICU. His situation is pretty bad, and all this stuff is going on, and it's really been a stressful week for me. And I've lost one of my best friends, and I think one of our relatives has also showed symptoms. And I think why you guys might ask why I am bringing art and DeviantArt into it. Well, it's just, I don't know. Lucy and Adam, they met on DeviantArt a few years back. So, and when they met back then, DeviantArt, just until a few months ago actually, DeviantArt, there was the older version, right? So, and now they kind of pushed in a whole new thing called Eclipse, which is honestly really bad. I don't like it at all. Main thing is that you could edit your CSS if you had core, and even if you didn't have core, you could just put some scripts in there and you could personalize your profile into wonderful things. And Lucy and Adam, they did that. After Lucy died, and the DeviantArt, it was, I think, before her death, but at that point she was already hospitalized. DeviantArt pushed out Eclipse. So everything that they did, they had this kind of matching profile. It was yin yang Chinese themed, and if someone visited both of their profiles, they could clearly see that these two people were a couple. That most of their art were in the chibi or comic US comic style, and they mostly did this sugar diabetes kind of art. About two of them, and they posted it on their Insta, and they customized their whole profile. And now that died with the old Divine art. That's why I am so fucking goddamn pissed about this community that I used to love. No, I'm not pissed on the community because most of the polls, they show overwhelming support for the old Divine art, but the Divine art management team, after Wix.com bought the site, they heavily pushed and just killed. Yes, they murdered everything that we loved and care about the site just to push into a new modernized, it's like more attractive to Zoomers kind of user interface. And I visited Lucy's and Adam's profiles just a few hours ago, just thinking about her, and it was not the same thing. And and we used to play Overwatch together, which obviously that's not going to happen anymore. These were my only memories that I could actually physically see on the internet, and I live in Bangladesh, they lived in USA, and I've never met them in real life, but I've known them for 8 years, 7 years. That's a long fucking time. And now the memory is kind of vanishing. If Adam could still see his wife's profile, it would be it would always remind him of his past, but at least that was where they met. That was their second home, and it got brutally destroyed by other people. I don't know why. I don't care why. I just know that it got destroyed, and I'm really sad about it. I still can't believe one of my friends died, even though she was a friend on the internet. I can't believe all my memories of her, all her hard work on a site she loved and adored is going to vanish. And I just want this COVID-19 pandemic to end. I don't blame the Chinese people. I do kind of blame the government though, but hey, I don't want to get political with it. It's actually no one's fault, and who could have known that her lungs were so damaged? She was suffering, as far as I know, she was suffering from abuse and some mental issues. I think her father was a drunk gambler or something. She didn't have a happy childhood life, and Adam was... I think her parents died really young, and she became an orphan too. And Adam, from what I remember, his mother was a single mother, but she died too from breast cancer. And they kind of met after that, and they were really emotionally dependent on each other. And we met. I gave a wrong information. We didn't meet on Divantart. I met Adam. His username was, I think it was Beastly on a game called Eden Eternal. And from there it was like, oh, you do art? You watch anime? Yeah, me too. And we kind of became friends, and his then girlfriend also played the game. And we had a guild, and we had 15 or 17 close friends. I still keep on Facebook. I still keep contact with most of them, and they're all DeviantArt fans too. But they kind of left DeviantArt for other sites like ArtStation and Facebook groups in general. And I don't think I'll leave DeviantArt, but I definitely have thought about it. And this incident was just lost. I'm not blaming DeviantArt for my friend's death. I'm just angry that her work is going to disappear, and that's death. That death is more painful than death itself. Like, even if someone dies, we have things to remember her by. Adam, he's the one in the most pain. He has all her belongings, and I hope he gets over it, but I don't know if he can find happiness in the future. I don't know. I'm conflicted. I don't want him, and I do want him at the same time. But for us, they're internet close friends, better than real life friends. Those were the only things we could remember her by, and now it's gone forever. And I hope that I'll be safe, my family will be safe. We don't have to go through this painful separation, even though it's an inevitable thing. I mean, unless okay, this is just a joke. Unless science and technology progresses so far that we achieve mortality. Hey, that's just me delusional. And I really hope that this COVID-19 shit will just end and everything will go back to normal, and we can start healing our lives, our economy, our soul, our careers, our whatever. And well, that's it, I guess. Stay home, guys, and stay safe. I know some people might get offended by the stay home rhetoric, but that's what I think. That's my opinion, and it's your freedom of choice how you judge it. That I really did hope that I didn't make you guys depressed. I didn't know what to talk about, and I was planning on starting just speaking in my videos rather than putting some lame background music. I know people aren't interested in that. I know people want to hear something meaningful, and I hope this talk about death we had was, at least if it put some thought in your mind, I'll be happy. Ladies and gentlemen, this was Cat V, and peace out.